to come back to this for a second, when it comes to money, I want you to think about the sun. I want you to draw in your notebook on a clean sheet of paper a sun in the corner. And then I want you to put yourself, and then put some landscape and put a little, grassy knoll, if you will, and whatnot. And draw a little stick figure and draw yourself. And the way to think about money, is like the sun, is like this, okay? But let's stick with the sun, because I don't want you to have the image of the battery. So you've got the sun, okay? The sun represents a source of money, your source of money, or your source, okay? You can call it universe, God, source, Allah, whichever, it's all good. Remember, I'm talking about the laws of nature. The sun is part of our laws of nature, right? So right now, the sun is shining, by the way. Right now, the sun is shining. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're in this room, if you're at home watching the video, it doesn't matter where you are. The sun right now is shining. I guarantee it. I don't even need to go see. I don't even need to open the window, open the door. I don't need to see. It doesn't need to be a cloudy day or a bright day for me to know that the sun is shining. I know that the sun is shining wherever we are in the world. So I want you to think about the sun like this infinite battery that we talked about. And the way that wealth works, the way that your money works, the way that money actually works in reality is that money's like the sun. It'll always be there. It'll always be shining. Whether it's a cloudy day or not is a different story. Okay? On a cloudy day, tell me, ladies and gentlemen, is the sun still shining? Yeah, it is. And the solar panels are still receiving energy. They're still receiving energy. They receive a little less energy because it's cloudy, but they're still receiving the energy. Now remember, we're the switch. So if this was the sun and I'm the switch, what do I have to do to cut off the flow?
Turn off the switch.
Turn off the switch. How do I, as a human being in today's kind of world, modern time, what do I do to turn off the switch?
For your flow of money?
Yeah. What do I do to cut myself off from this flow?
Close your wallet.
Close my wallet, yeah. Perfect. So shut your wallet, shut your mind. Stop spending altogether. Right? That's a great one. So if this was the sun and this was money and I had a flow of money and I didn't spend it ever and I didn't let it flow, what would happen? It gets backlogged. It gets clogged. It gets backlogged and it gets clogged. If I don't let it flow, that is, if I don't allow it to pass through me to the next place and stage, it gets backlogged here. It gets clogged up here. So close your wallet. That's a great point. What other ways do human beings or do we cut off the flow? That's one. Perfect example. That's all good. Worry. That's a great one. Solid one. So negative thoughts, reflect it back. No, hey bro, send it back. Not ready yet, can't have it, too much worry, right? Let me focus on what I have here. Let me focus on what I have here. Let me focus on what I have here. In this little space, in this little space, in this little space. In this huge flow of energy, in this little space. Let me focus on what I have here. Whoa. Battery's like, dude, I have all this energy I'm trying to send you. I have all this money I'm trying to send you. It's a great point. That's one. What are some other ones? So lack of spending, lack of flow, allowing the energy or money to pass through. Very good.
I see my mom hanging on to her money really tight.
Yes. You see people hanging on to their money very tight. Creates the backlog. Creates the block, and then no more can come in. So if she's holding on to it really tight, this is what I have, this is what I have, this is what I have. Is there more that's able to come through? Is there? No, it's not. You're focused on this. You're focused on this little section right here. What I have, what I have, what I have. Not what's here, not what's coming, not what's going to pass through. Wow, as it's going to pass through me from the source to this light bulb, which is going to allow it to shine, business, corporation, charity, nonprofit, family, friends, kids, vacations, like, oh, it's going to, as it does that, then it's going to go there. It's going to shine bright. It's going to shine bright. It's going to blast out. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be delicious, fantastic. After that happens, then it goes back through the wire back to the source. When you spend money on a cruise, let's say you spend several $1,000s on a cruise, that money goes to the cruise company. The cruise company then sends it out to the travel agents. Then they send it out to the staff. Then they send it out to the food that they buy. Then they send it out to the oil for the generator, for the battery, for the ship. Then they send it out to the port authority for the fees. Then they send it out for the taxes. Then the business has to pay taxes. Then they send the profit to the shareholders. This stuff goes everywhere. Because you spent a couple of $1,000s and you said, I'm going to let myself go on this vacation and experience this amazing experience on this cruise ship, and I'm going to pay that company a couple of $1,000s. So the cruise company then accepts your money and then does all these great things with it, pays people, right? Pays the salaries of the staff, the dancers, the entertainers, the bartenders, the cooks, the chefs, the people that clean your rooms, the people that fold your towels, that keep them nice and warm, the heating for your room in the cruise ship. I've never been, no, I was on a cruise ship once. Yeah, I was on a cruise once. I gotta go again. It's awesome. Awesome trip.